All right, welcome to Parmalee Motorsports Park for the 150 lap TLM 150. Green flag is out. We're riding with Justin Thomas here. Wow, getting a little sideways going to the corner.
Staying green though.
Thomas out in the back. Looks like he's tight. Snug to the center with those neon shoelaces. You can really see what those feet are doing.
Working them pedals.
Working the pedals.
Austin seems to have the lead here. Taylor in second.
Wow, Usher making a ballsy move to the high side there on Jake. Settles in for fourth. It looks like 150 laps. You gotta be careful with your moves. Long race, patient, very patient. Usher ripping the low line here.
We got number 0, Derek, pulling off the track early.
Yep.
Must have some sort of issue.
Good pace here in the beginning of this feature. They're really ripping around there.
Oh, we got a spinner in 4. We're still green though.
Still green on the speedway. Jake looking for the inside on Taylor, I believe. Never mind.
Jake in the red body, red suit.
Yeah, looking
number
nice.
56 machine.
Looking nice out there in the all red 56 machine. Almost getting gets a nose on Austin here off the corner. Colin coming with a strong head of steam.
2x2 up in the front here.
Ron coming to with that big motor you can hear barking. Carl still. Oh, Carl looks maybe 3 wide. Thinks better of it early in the race.
I don't think he can do it there.
Yeah, that'd be a little early to make that move.
Yeah.
Jake still fighting low for the lead. Austin staying strong on the high line. High line still has some speed in it right now.
2x2.
You can throw a blanket over the top 6. They are side by side, 3 rows deep.
Is this a restart? I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They are all stacked up. We got a lap car coming up here that's really gonna throw a wrench into it. Jake gets clear of Austin going into 1. Oh, Austin with a nice move to the bottom.
Crossover.
Wow, look at that move with the lap car. Using the pick. Ooh, a little contact between Ron and Jake. 3 wide with the lap car going into turn 1.
Everybody makes it through, no problems.
Yep, Ron clears him. Ron gets a nose on the 51 machine Austin Hole.
Dang, this is a battle.
This is a nice race at the start.
Colin ended up with the lead out of this. I missed that.
Colin and Ron out to a nice steady lead here.
Jake back in 3rd. Carl up to 4th.
Carl working his way around the short bus. They had some issues in the heat race there.
I think there's a lot of issues in that heat race.
Yeah, there was some. They had some problems in the heat race. Glad they could make it around each other clean.
Some hurt feelings.
Yep, some hurt feelings. Hard luck.
Bitches.
Some could say it was a little bitchy.
Just a little. All right, Colin out front, Ron in 2nd, Jake in 3rd.
Little contact between Taylor and Austin there. A little same issue in the heat race. She was also involved.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens there. Might come back to bite him later.
Jake throwing up a little bit of dust in the middle of 3 and 4.
Must be running really low down there.
Thanks for joining, Austin.
Nice to have you.
Yeah. Oh, Ron, whacking the chip. Father and son out there 1 and 2, probably about 25, 30 laps into this A-main, 150 lap A-main event. Battle for 3rd back there. Usher and Jake Thomas back there, battling for 3rd. Looks like Carl's gonna get, not quite clear. Roll on the bottom, good run down the bottom. Jake gets pushed up high. Austin also gets by. Wow, he loses another spot.
Jake off the track.
Jake gets a 3-for-1 backwards, inverse.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate for Jake in 56 there. Just putting a body on this week looks really nice, but lacking some speed. Carl looking good out there. Austin closing in on him.
It's hard to say he's lacking speed. He dominated his heat race.
That is true. That is true. Won the heat by a good margin. Colin out to a big lead on his dad. Ron there. Reese Melport going a lap down in the 33 machine. Purple frame, silver body on that one. It's
great.
different. It looks
I love
nice.
it. I love it.
It looks real nice. I do love it. Really single filed out here. Getting a good wide view of the speedway. That you can still only hear that big motor barking in the wind.
Whacking the chip.
He's whacking the chip on. Sometimes he gets a good run on the top. Carl putting Melport a lap down. The 82 machine. Ooh, Reese up high. Wow, off the track. Reese Melport spins around in 1 and 2.
That's gonna bring out the caution.
Caution is out.
Looks like there's another cart back there.
Oh yeah,
we got 2 carts out.
Jerry Cooper back there.
2 carts out in the tumbleweeds. Off 2. Colin slow on the front stretch. Checking the field.
Go into our lineup right now. We've got Colin and Ron on the front row. Looks like Carl and Austin in the second row. Taylor and Jake in the third, and then Justin rounding out the field. Looks like Reese is still stuck coming off turn 2.
Hey, can one of you guys hand me that camera bag?
Sounds like we got a battery going dead in the camera. Trying to change the battery here.
Yeah, the small bag.
It's getting very dramatic here.
Yeah, very dramatic. The cameraman is hustling. Working hard. Someone bringing him the camera bag. Looks like Noah. Noah being a servant.
Noah's fantastic.
Shout out to our cameraman, Caleb.
We really appreciate what he does up there.
We do. Drinks a lot of beer, has a good time. Here we're out of the restart. Helmet came from Justin here. Carl, out to second. Colin is so good on those restarts. We got Justin and Austin side by side here. Austin gets a little better run on the bottom. Down through 3 and 4. Justin gets tight. Jake gets to the inside of him too.
Yeah, did you see how far his wheels were turned left?
Yeah, he is
plowing.
He is snug down on that bottom side.
Looks like Jake's
Wow,
got the
he's
same issue.
Super. Justin had that flat tire in the heat race. Spare tire might not have been as good.
I think the tire was a little older.
Might have lost a little right front grip out of that 57 machine.
Just turning left. He was the fast qualifier today and has not showed any speed since qualifying.
You know, he is the president of Turn Left Motorsports, and if your cart's handling right, you don't have to turn left. So he's just marketing. Marketing, you can call that. Oh, giving a hand out the window.
Looks like he's waving someone by.
Is that Taylor, his fiance? He is waving by.
Hey, it's not like that.
I don't know, man. I see a little corruption here.
I thought I sucked, so I was just trying to get out of the way.
Justin and Ron with a spirited battle here down to the inside. Ron gets by him and clears him by 2 kart lengths on the front straightaway. Taylor's still stuck behind him here.
Stuck? That's rude.
Fiance's here, stuck together. Soon to be Justin Cooper and Taylor Cooper down the back straightaway. Colin still out to a lead, it looks like. Carl in second. Austin in third. Jake in fourth. Oh, Justin goes for a spin. Might be. Could have been Taylor's fault. Fiance drama. Whoa! Little fiance drama in the A main event here. Here we come back to the restart. Green flag is out. Colin with another incredible restart on Usher on the outside. Clears him by a lot. Taylor down to the infield. Maybe a little retaliation from the fiance. Not sure what happened.
I think that was with her dad. Her dad's out there driving.
No, we got a whole family affair going on out in the TLM 150 today. Family affair.
Looks like quite a battle shaping up for P3.
Family battling for last.
I'm the cameraman.
Cameraman is back. Must have needed a beer.
Yeah.
Good battle here for what is that? I believe
And
third
the yellow's out.
caution flag right when you had a good battle shaping up. Back to the green flag. Carl with a better restart this time, hanging with Colin on the outside. Oh, stays side by side down the back straight. It's the first time that they've done that. Colin just gets him off the corner there. He's so good on those restarts. It's hard to beat him. Getting to a nice single file pace here. Not even halfway yet, so not a lot of concern for anyone. Jake closing in on the 82 machine. Could be he's saving. Could be he's giving it all he's got. You don't know in these big races. It's hard to say.
Oh, there's not much for tire fall off, I would say.
No, but
more like energy, maybe.
yeah, saving, conserving energy. You get a lot of G-forces in these karts. High corner speeds, a lot of grip.
You're turning a lot.
Turning a lot.
Turning left.
Turning left a lot. You are turning left a lot. Big ass right side tires really get you around the corner. Whacking the chip is Ron, the only kart you can hear on the speedway.
Looks like every time Ron gets to the left rear of the 51, he just comes down the track.
Oh, 51 pinches him off. Ron with a good save there.
Would you say that's dirty from the 51?
No, I don't believe so. It's Austin is a super late model racer. He's one of the best drivers in the field. So he saw him, but Ron doesn't know he saw him because of how far in he was.
All right, this is the caution. This is the halftime.
This is the halfway break.
We are allowing pit stops.
Yep.
They're hustled pit stops.
Some drivers elect for a break here.
Now all fueled up. We are green again. Second half of this race.
Carl tries to get a run down the track from the high side there. It doesn't quite work. Colin with a 2 kart length lead down the back straightaway already. Fiance is battling for last. Austin still hanging with Usher there. Usher been, when his cart doesn't break, he's been pretty dominant. Oh, big wreck on the front straight. Fiancés again. Taylor just, oh. Taylor just, big mistake on the front stretch. Gets heading straight for our flag man, Ed, down there. Shout out to Ed.
Looks like the second row laid back a little bit to try to get a good start on that front row for that one.
Carl's sideboard all bowed out. Not sure what happened there. Might have had some big contact.
That's going to hurt the aerodynamics on the 82 machine.
Yeah, 82 machine going to be struggling for aero here.
Throwing out the parachute.
Look at that parachute on the left side of that 82 machine.
Trying to take care of it before he gets to the entrance of the corner,
Yeah,
holding it down.
Out there. All right, here we are, a little past halfway. Colin still up to a great lead. Got a really, really, really fast kart tonight. Usher with the parachute hanging off the left side. Probably loosening him up a good deal. You know, with Super Shoe in proximity, might be acting like a little wingboard out there on the side.
Yeah, it's kind of impressive that he's still running the pace that he's running with all that aero disadvantage. He's getting away from the 51 and still tracking down the leader.
But
do you think it could have anything to do with his weight?
you know, Carl is a rather skinny lad, weighing in about 148 pounds. On the lighter side for our go-kart field, we got a lot of fat fucks out there. Yeah, we got Austin out there. He's about 200 pounds, really weighing that go-kart down. About 50 pounds heavier than Carl, right in front of him in third. Or in second, actually. Austin in third.
You got Taylor back there in third in the 56 machine. And speaking of another fat individual, the 57 machine, he's over 200 pounds himself.
Yeah, Justin out there, large man.
He really sucks on the restarts because of it.
Yeah, Carl and Colin just dominate the restarts. This week, they actually put Carl on a taller gear, try and emulate some of the fat asses out there. Just kind of hurt him in the same places that they get hurt. Not a lot of battles going on the track right now. We really single filed out with these big races. It happens. We're past halfway. One more guaranteed caution, I believe. Oh no, there's not. After halfway, no guaranteed caution. So Carl really needs to start making some moves on the leader here. Hoping Colin can get into some lap traffic. Might bring the field in a little bit, but you never know. You never know. Wow, Ron still barking on the chip out there. Reeling in the 57. Justin Thomas. Taylor in front of him. Ron looking to the inside.
I think this is the farthest up the field that we've seen the 57 machine running.
Yeah, 57's really been struggling tonight. As I said earlier, a summer feature winner. Just having some struggles tonight in the opening points night of PMP fall schedule. Ron gets that run. Yeah, gets to the inside. Wow, little contact. Justin does not give him the lane. Hard racing here with probably about 50 to go. Ron to the inside. Ooh, maybe a little crossover try. Oh, we got Austin, the short bus around on the back straightaway. We got an in-car camera shot of it here, a little replay. Just loses it all by himself. I credited him for being a really good race car driver earlier. Might have to take it back. Goes to the
hack.
A bit of a hack, if you ask me. Usher staying with Colin on the outside here. Hard to do. Falls back into second. Ron in third. Ron with that big motor really starting to shine in the late stage of this race here. Oh, Ryan peeks to the outside. Gets to the inside, cautions out, right as Ron got a nose on Usher there. Colin with another good restart. Just so hard to beat him on the restarts.
Hey, something to point out, we started this race with 10 karts. Only 7 are still running. Goes to say the attrition of these long races.
Yeah, these long races really, they wear you out. They wear out your equipment. You got to be, if you don't have a good handle on kart, it is a workout. So you get your kart through the 150 laps. Justin and Jake, brothers in the field. Brothers Thomas, battling for position. Almost last.
Thanks.
Carl in second. As we saw before the caution, Ron got a nose on him. Can he get back to him and get another nose?
I don't know. Carl's kart's about a foot wider.
Another caution. Right as Ron gets a nose to the inside. Usher just getting these good breaks here.
Was that the 51 machine?
It must be. He's back in last.
We didn't get a replay of that.
Colin with a really, really good restart there. Ron stays to the inside. Usher with a bad restart. Back to third.
82's fading.
Fading for the 82. Back to third. Ron goes to the outside. Haven't seen him do that all night.
Could it be that side pod that's flapping in the wind?
Could be that arrow affecting him. Taylor tries the outside. There's nothing up there. She loses 3 kart lengths for trying the outside there. This is the only kart you hear out there. Ron. Just with that big old motor. Barking in the wind. All right, we're pretty single filed out here. Got a good clean race going on. So are you ready to hear the roar of 6.5 horsepower and Ron's way too big a motor? Turn it up! All right, we're back. A battle could be shaping up for the lead here. As a lap car, Justin Thomas holding his line, but the top side's just not there. After about 100 laps, it gets there's a film on it, and you just can't run up top. So Ron and Colin just stuck behind the lap car as he is just continuing to run his line, has allowed Carl to reel him in from about a half a track back. And might have a battle for the lead here coming up, as this lap car is just causing issues. Carl at the back bumper of second place, running third. Justin got in the blue flag, just running his line, doing what a lap car is supposed to do, and there's just nowhere to go.
He is still on the lead lap.
Carl to the inside of Ron for second place.
You could see Ron kind of push up there on the last corner when he got to the top side. It looked like he just didn't have the grip that he needed to get around the top side of Colin.
Yeah, that top side's just not there. You can see Ron trying to clean it off. Carl tries to go to the inside of Colin. Couldn't quite get there. He's gonna have to try the high line. These Wobbins have just been strict down the bottom all race. That's where the speed is. Ron gets a look at him. Can't quite get there. Carl tries to go up to the top side.
Ron gets run.
Yep, gets up on the fluff on the outside of the back stretch.
And don't look now, it looks like there's 3 more karts coming into the picture.
Yeah, they are. This lap car here is just causing a problem. Carl cleaning that high line off. It might come in for him. Just not quite there yet. Just got to blow that dust off. There he goes. Gets a good run on the outside. Almost clears him. Gets a run on Colin, the leader, behind the lap car of Justin.
Boy, he's got to stay tight to the door of the car on the inside of him so he doesn't get too much into the marbles.
Got to be so precise here. It's just so slick up top with all those marbles up
And
there.
the whole field has joined the pack.
The whole field is caught up to him. Carl gets another run on Colin on the outside. Gonna have to hold it down. Drifts up the track again with that left side blowing in the wind. Gets next to him, gets clear of him. He's outside of the lap car. If he can clear this lap car, he will be setting sail with the lead.
Caution's out.
Caution flag is out.
Wow.
Carl gets the lead. We revert back to the last lap. Carl with a good restart. Really got to play games with Colin there on the restarts as he is just so good off the green flag there. Carl running the bottom, holding down that bottom line, not letting Colin get a nose. Colin tries for it, gets loose. Carl with a good 2 kart length lead on the back straightaway. Left side still flapping in the wind, running a really defensive line down there on the bottom. Opens up a little bit, lets Colin get a look, just can't quite get there. Jake in 3rd, Austin in 4th, Taylor in 5th. See what they can do. Colin gets a look on the outside, gets too high. Oh, gets a good run. Way off the top.
track.
Oh, and he spins. Led almost the whole race. And he spins off the back straightaway. It's really, really dusty up there. Cannot get any grip once you get above the middle of the that back straightaway. Side by side, Jake on the outside. Austin behind the leader, Taylor on the outside. Good restart there. They're side by side at the line. Carl on the preferred line on the bottom, clears Jake going on the back straightaway. Running that real defensive line down there on the bottom.
And Jake is just giving no room on that second lane.
Oh, Austin in 3rd, Jake in 2nd. This track is just an equalizer right here. Everyone's just kind of running the same speed. Ron working.
Jake into the marbles.
Jake up top. Ron working his way back through the field. Colin trying to follow him through. Caution is back out. Austin on the high side. Carl on the bottom. They've had some spirited battles in the past. Carl with a good restart. Austin gives him a shot down into 1 and 2. Carl with a good run. Clears him by a little bit. 2 kart length lead down the front stretch. Ron rolling back. Still clear by 2. Ron to the inside of Taylor. Oh, she closes the door on him. Caution is back out. Tough luck for Carl. He had a good lead there. Another good restart. Oh, Austin. Austin gets to the inside, the preferred line. Carl pinches him down a little bit. Taylor right there. Oh, with a shot. Austin leaning on his door down the back
Taylor
straightaway.
just slamming into the back of both.
Austin just using him up through 3 and 4.
Looks like
More
Ron-
Oh! Austin pushes him high. Carl back to 4th. Our leader makes contact. Wow, big trouble on the front straightaway. Austin out to a nice lead now.
57 somehow up to 3rd. Not sure how that one happened. He was almost going a lap down earlier in this race.
Austin inherits the lead from Carl after some good racing there. Ron, 3 kart lengths back, but he's reeling them in hard. Those top 2 have a good run on the rest of the pack. Ron's trying everything he can to get a run. We've got a good battle for 3rd here. Taylor and Austin. Taylor and Justin. Back to the lead battle here. Ron tries the crossover, can't quite make it happen. He's gonna try again. 2 laps to go. Ron gets the lead down into 1 and 2. Austin back to 2nd. Ron gets a good run down the back straightaway, pulls him by a lot. White flag in the air. Ron gives a premature fist bump. He's got 1 lap to go. 3-4 kart length lead for Ron. Coming to the back straightaway. Ron wins the inaugural TLM 150 at Parmalee Motorsports Park. Austin Hull in 2nd. Taylor Cooper in 3rd.
All right, you show up late, you miss practice, you miss qualifying, you get to start in the back of the B feature, and you take it all the way from last to 1st.
Numerous times.
Numerous times.
Again, it's the motor. We're going to get rid of this week. We'll put a Predator to keep everything even.
All right.
Then put the Burris tires all the way around and then start from scratch, keep everything even. It'll be more fun. But, yeah, it's fun to win a couple times in a row, though.
Yeah.
And just do it all by motor.
Yeah, it was commanding victory. I know I tried to hold you back a few times myself, and
I saw you guys
there was nothing I could do to stop you.
Yeah, there's one spot I'd come out the outside and cut through the inside and stay on the inside. It would get such a run on you guys that that's the only way I could get around you. So.
But I mean, your kart was sticking to it. It wasn't only motor. The setup was obviously working. So.
Yeah, like I said, last week we spent a lot of time, and the week 2 weeks ago we spent a lot of time. We were ready last week if we would have raced. So. Yeah.
Well, awesome job. 150 laps. It's a lot of laps to get through.
And go backwards twice. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks again for letting us do it.
All right, no problem, man.
Thanks for getting us in at the end.
Yeah, no problem. We'll see you next race. Austin, you were leading at the end, and did you choke?
I needed more motor. No, I tried to bottom feed because that's where Ron was fast, and I slipped up coming out of turn 4 1 lap, and he got next to me, and I tried to cross him over, but when we got back to the throttle, he had way more
What are you gonna do different for next race?
Try to get my throttle open all the way. I don't think really much else matters. Just play with air pressures, and I think we're all kind of in the ballpark.
All right. Well, good job tonight. Second place is still solid.
Thank you.
Thank you.